Hello everybody, my name is Jarrett, and today I wanted to get on a fresh account, a fresh Steam account, and play MvM. I wanted to play Scout only until we get an Australian weapon, which might not sound, much like a challenge or anything, and that's because it's not. It's not a challenge. It's just playing MvM, and on a fresh account at that. So, some people believe that fresh accounts have a higher drop rate. There's my funny bind, my funny ready up bind. Some people believe that fresh accounts have a better drop rate. I don't think that's the case, but I started on a fresh account anyway. And somebody leaving here with 30 seconds left in the ready up phase. Had me a little bit worried. This is my first mission on my first tour, like the first queue, somebody else leaving. And I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna have to restart. We're gonna have to re-queue the very first mission. I was a little bit disappointed by that, but they come back. They come back right in the nick of time. This guy pointing out correctly that only 4 people would not be able to do this mission. I mean, they could, but you'd need more coordination, higher skilled players. But anyway, we have all 6 back, and I had some goals for this video. I wanted to, this whole series rather, I wanted to learn how to play Scout a little bit better, doing more damage. Because everybody knows that Scout's good at picking up money, but they can actually do quite a lot of single target damage. As you will be able to see as we progress through this. I'm going to spend a lot of time on these first 2 missions for no particular reason. It's just, when I was editing this, I happened to edit a lot of the first and second mission, and I kind of glazed over the last 2. Scintillating performance right now, isn't it? Using the shortstop this go around, it is probably the best weapon you can use if you wanted to do a more damage-focused scout. I do use every loadout you can consider reasonable, really, for a scout. Throughout the course of this first tour, subsequent tours, if there are any, I may get the Australians this video. The subsequent tours would probably include different, probably more of the same weapons, not so much variety. Just because I'm not really doing this for a whole bunch of variety. Maybe there's always some. Anyway, we're going to mark the giant here. Always important for a scout to mark giants whenever it's convenient to do so. You don't want their aggro on you when you go attempt to do it, because they'll blow you up. Speaking of blowing you up, there are some rules that I've set for myself. Some people play this way normally, I typically don't, but I'm going to be buying no resistances. I'll buy health on kill if I decide to, but I probably won't need to since we're just playing Scout. And as you can see, I get money. I get health from money, which is Scout's intended purpose in MvM. But as I said, also very, very good at dealing single target damage to particularly giants. See a marking there, which can be dangerous if you decide, not to buy any resistances, which is probably the best way to play because, MvM isn't very hard to begin with, so might as well make it more difficult on yourself. And there I am, dying of death to the robots. And here we are, wrapping up the first wave with all the money available to pick up, but for some reason I'm just leaving 5 credits on the ground. I didn't notice that I hadn't picked them up. I usually pay attention to that, but this time I didn't, and I let the money expire. So Good job. Good job. Good first mission. Really passing myself off as a noob. So for our first upgrades to the shortstop, for some reason I'm considering health on kill, but just decide on some damage, or clip size and fire rate, excuse me.
5, 4, 3.
Here we are, rolling into the second wave. Starting off with some Fist of Steel heavy. And in the later missions, going to be skipping a lot of this rabble, but I was excited to show off much of the first mission, how it really going. Every single mission in this tour included a gas passer pyro, which is quite disgusting. Quite an overpowered weapon, that is. I would encourage you not to use it if you are playing MvM. It's not very fun to play with. And the last mission in particular, which I don't show much of, like I said many times now. But in the last mission, it came into play a lot where, you know, only reason we survived was because of, you know, Pyro just throwing down a bunch of gas. Doesn't matter if he's alive or not. He throws down the gas, the cloud remains, and all the robots explode. And he gets the credit for every single kill. Which is not fun. And you have played MvM, and you are a defender of the gas. You might compare it to Crit Demo Man. And I don't like Crit Demo Man too much either. I feel like, you know, it just plays the game for everybody in the lobby. Not very fun to watch or very fun to partake in. But at least it takes skill and knowledge of the mission, of the wave. You know where to put your stickies at what time and what time you need crits, what you need crits for. All that stuff. It does take time to learn all this. But whereas if you're gas passing, you just fill a meter and you sling the gas. And you do that over and over again. Embarrassing little fight with the sniper here, missing every single one of my shots. There he goes. Dead. We're gonna head back to the heavy here. Toss some milk at him, let our teammates heal up. Because milk is way better at healing you than Medigun is. Now we have the crit soldiers coming in. I'm going to try and dodge them if I can. I do end up getting fragged by them because they will airshot you. It's important as a scout to be jumping around a lot, jumping directly over top of the bots. They can't hit you very easily that way. They can sometimes still do it though. Should have milked the soldiers here. I didn't notice the heavy was quite low. And I was just assuming that because it's crit soldiers, the heavy would insta-die, but the heavy might be able to survive a crit rocket. If you got any resistance especially, you might be able to. Which is typically what I would do on this wave of this mission. Buy some crit resistance and stay alive. And here we are wrapping up the wave once again. This time, not leaving any money on the ground to just disappear for no reason. Leaving money is very, very unhelpful. Because if you miss 5, you're actually missing 55. It was 105 at one point. They didn't give you partial bonuses, but now they do give you partial bonuses. But it's as if you're missing 55, and you'll notice as I go through upgrading, getting damage, getting clip size again, the upgrades work out a lot better if you have all the money.
Let's get 'em.
So here we are, starting out wave 3. Just some rabble to do with. Nothing crazy. Sends me flying. That demo man. Damn him. I'm gonna jump right back in and pick up all the money. Get an achievement for our trouble. I'm gonna mark the robot and start dealing that great single target damage. Scout is just really good at that sort of thing. Taking care of snipers. It's another thing too to take care of snipers as a scout. They can be quite annoying for the rest of your team to deal with, and you are, as a scout, one of the best classes at dealing with it. Another thing you're good at as scout is chasing down giant robot scouts. So you see this one gets away from us, gets away from the whole entire team, and I am failing to hit shots. They move very peculiar. And here I am. I'm going to clutch this up. If I could just hit my shots, get that final mag in. Oh, he's about to drop it. And yeah, there we go. He stands still when he goes to drop in the bomb. And if you have him low enough, you know it's not really an issue killing him. Soldier and medic will be heading back our direction shortly. I'm going to go pick up all this money and take care of the sniper. They can't headshot you, but you know they will 150 damage body shot you over and over and over again, non-stop. And if you don't have a sentry within their range, or a soldier bombing them, scout's just the best way to deal with that. Now I'm going to help at the front line with the heavy and the NG. I hear that the tank explodes, and it's very easy for you as the class that blows up the tank to go and pick up all that money, but I noticed at the bottom left there, they didn't do that. They didn't pick up any of the money, so I'm having to go back and look where they blew up the tank. I know its route. You know, not very hard to figure out its route. But yeah, there I go to pick up the money. And now I must rush back to the front line. Hopefully there's not too much danger there to prohibit me. There's not in this case. Good. Yeah, you can really mess up everything for the team if you don't pick up tank money. Always do that. Happens another point later in this tour. I think mission 3. People blow up a tank and they just neglect to do anything about it. Here we are wrapping up wave 3. One final robot. Let's mark this guy. Let's deal that good big damage. Boom. And we get our bonus. No, we don't. We don't get the bonus. We missed 10. Probably because I had to go and get the tank money. And some expired. I don't know when it expired. It's rather hard to tell exactly when unless there's only $10 left on the ground and then it disappears. And you didn't pick it up. Here I'm trying to hear these people. My voice wasn't working in this video, but that's okay. I wasn't planning on talking to anybody anyway. Not working. If you have some shotgun heavies, they will destroy you if you aren't careful. Especially the giant shotgun heavies on Manhattan. They'll blow your ass up in a heartbeat. Gotta be careful for them. And there's the gas pass pyro just doing his thing. Look at that, that's ridiculous. Just blowing up a whole group of soldiers with absolutely no input from him. Let's go take care of the snipers real quick. Wonderful. Giant heavy inbound. It's important to not get their aggro. I'm pretty sure I've already said this. When you go up to try and do that single target damage to them, you want to come up from above them, from behind them. You don't want them to see you right before they drop. At some point before they drop, they'll tend to notice you and they'll turn around and focus you. Take care of the scout. Take care of him much quicker than the other one. The medic coming to help me, but not giving me crits. I feel like medics, ones that aren't, you know, critting sticky demomen, they hold on to crits a little too much. It builds rather quickly, and it's, you know, not really even necessary to have crits, if you ask me. I mean, I think even using the Fan of War is excessive in a lot of cases. But of course, I'm going to use it because sometimes it does come in handy, and it's better to have it and not need it than vice versa. Take care of this scout. Soldier helping me out with that. Also a low Tor soldier. I don't know if he's good or what. He didn't have incredible damage this whole mission, so he might have been genuinely new, or at least taught how to play. Because he's using the beggars, which used to be the best soldier unlock for MvM, but I'm not quite sure anymore. I see people using all manner of things, which I like. MvM used to have a much more rigid meta. Not anymore. And now this mission, or the rest of this wave, excuse me, quite dull. If you complete it really quickly, then you just end up waiting on those scouts and nothing else. The last 7 of them, you completed quick enough and efficiently enough. Now we're just gonna wait on the rest of the scouts to drop. We'll kill them all. They usually won't get past you unless you let an engineer build a teleporter, and then they come out of the teleporter Ubered for like 3 or 4 seconds, something like this. Such an engineer is teleported in right now. None of the other team respond. It is up to me. Can I get rid of the sentry? Barely get rid of it. Let's get rid of that teleporter before it comes up. Luckily it doesn't have any quick construction speed or anything. Kill the NG. We've saved the wave, and they don't even know it. They're none the wiser. There's a lot of opportunities for you to carry as a scout. I wasn't doing any carrying this whole tour, but maybe, if and when the video series progresses, I will be doing some carrying. Who knows? Soldier getting up in my face. Start at wave 5 now. Starting off with the usual rabble rousers. Just some soldiers and the gas passer pyro, dealing with almost all of them immediately. I'm not a person who's going to leave a wave, even on my main account. I'm making it a point not to leave in this little challenge, I guess, that I've set for myself. I'm making it a point not to leave unless half the lobby is disconnected. But even on my main account, I don't leave when there's a gas passer pyro present. A lot of people will, though. Fair enough for them, because, you know, it sucks, and they're way more prevalent now in MvM than they were, like, even a couple of years ago. I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is just a small sample size I played. But all 4 missions of this tour had a gas passer pyro. And it's really silly. MvM is not that hard. You do not need the gas passer pyro. I was thinking of continuing this series too. I'll do every class. Why not? You know, I love MvM. I don't have a whole lot of time to play it nowadays. At one point I was playing 2 tours a day of expert. It took me 112 tours to get my first Australian weapon. Clearly not a profit-seeking venture. More a labor of love. It's really, really fun though. I enjoy playing it, even though it's the same thing every time. There's something about it. I don't know what. Every lobby is slightly different, and it's just different enough to keep me coming back, personally. As you can notice, the shortstop is starting to become quite a little stop here, dealing lots of damage at middle range, which is what it's good at in the vanilla game too. It's you know, better than the scattergun in some instances at range. You know, it's supposed to replace the pistol, isn't it? It comes with a Milkman set. But that really pronounces in itself when you have, you know, a ton of damage upgrades. And you start seeing like, wow, that's 70 damage from quite the range, right? Don't have to get up at people's faces necessarily. I thought that when it disappeared. It didn't. So now we are just about wrapping this wave up. Just got one little group of soldiers, probably going to get gas passed behind me. There we go. Wave 6 complete? I don't know if that's wave 5 complete. Where's the money? We got all the money. Bonus given. This is the wave with Sir Nukes-a-Lot, and I was hoping to get a lot of damage this wave. You'll see what happens. I'm still considering health on kill for some reason, even though I'm sitting there with 500 health of overheal. That slowly decays. It decays slower than normal overheal, and I'm still thinking about it. I don't know why I was so obsessed with it. I guess in case I lost all my overheal and I needed healing. But at that point, I love the fast fire rate, reminding me of the Team Fabulous video. Spawn camping with this damn thing. Fire rate sounds so. And yeah, now I can just kind of hold down on the trigger too, and just, you know, let hell, you know, release my fury. Look at that, dude! Just completely destroying all these Persian persuading demo men. They aren't very persuasive. Not at all. Not in the face of my shortstop. This is why it's important too to, you know, pick up as much money as you can as scout. Of course, every class can pick up money. People a little unfairly have the scout do it. 1800 damage net clip. Insane. People unfairly expect the scout to do almost all of the money picking up, but you know, if you kill a bot in a, you know, off the wall place, some odd spot, or even if you just, you know, if the scout's not around, just go ahead and pick up the money, dude. You can pick up the money. Some people are a little overzealous about it though, because, you know, it is my source of healing, or source of health pool as a scout. Otherwise I'd be getting annihilated. Even with resistances, you couldn't live long at 125 health. Or 185 if the medic buffs you, or whatever max buff is. Destroying that spy. And here's some of my favorite bot in the game to kill is the samurai demos. They're very funny, goofy little guys. Look at them, and crits on the shortstop. My goodness, that guy got destroyed. Sit down, my friend. Killed these snipers real quick, these huntsman snipers. Not very threatening, but you know, just easy little frags. Samurai demo. Just melting his ass. 2 more samurai, or 6 more samurai demos, excuse me. You can see at the top there. If you have, you can't have min HUD enabled. A lot of people ask how you can see what's left in the wave if you start talking to them, and you have to have full HUD. You can't have min HUD enabled. Maybe there's some custom HUD you can download, but I'm not sure. So here we are, Sir Nukes a lot. I'm sitting in a, this is a funny little moment. Shooting at a buster, you get some damage, and it blows up our dispenser and our heavy. Very funny. Here I go to try and get a bunch of damage in on Sir Nukes a lot, and he nukes me. I'm gonna get away from him. He's already half dead by the time I get back. Scouts have fast respawn time too, so that's really, you know, our team killed this guy very quickly. Sometimes it takes forever. Here we are. I got some licks in. It wasn't crazy. Here we are in the final wave of the first mission, though. Really underwhelming final mission. All, you know, don't care about the upgrades. Just got 3 tanks to blow up, and everything else is support. They do drop money, but I'm not really concerned. I already missed some money. There we go. The first mission done. Let's look at everybody's loot. I get 6 boxes. This guy gets 9. Not fair at all. It's a light bulb. This guy gets 7 boxes. Everybody gets more boxes than me. 8 boxes. And you get a specialized kill streak kit that was glitched and I was not able to see what it was. This guy got the same boxes. And this guy got the same boxes. Everybody getting normal ass loot. And here I am getting the 2 cities badge. Level 1. 1 tour means... Level 1 means you're on your first tour. You don't have 1 tour completed. Some people think that. Here we are, queuing for our next mission.
Scout Miss Pauling here.
This time I'm going to be using the soda popper, which used to be most people's preferred weapon when playing scout, just because the hype meter makes evading damage a lot easier. I tend not to like it so much. I mean, it's fine to use, but I don't use the hype meter enough to really justify equipping it. And the shortstop simply does more damage. It is a very cool weapon though. Look at that. The shells have a little radioactive symbol on them. Pretty nice. Used to do mini crits way back in the day. Part of the poly count update, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
This mission, still gonna spend some time on it, but you'll notice as the video progresses, it's quite a long video. I wasn't expecting it to be this long, but ended up being almost an hour. Could have been well over an hour. Here we are using the hype as well. Sorry to cut myself off, but you know, that's what the hype does. It's good for getting up top behind bots. I don't use it enough for that, though. Maybe I will though on Manhattan, you know, just start saving my hype, or just generating more hype and using it to get behind bots if ever there's a tricky situation and I need to pick up money. Because the short, sorry, soda popper still does pretty good damage. But anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember. It's not important. I was talking about the pace of the video. Yeah, almost an hour. And I really had to, you know, like try hard to cut stuff out towards the end. I really wanted this to be sort of educational, but that would just take too long. I don't want to make a video for each mission. That's just silly to think about. Just want to give you the meat and potatoes. Here are giant scouts. Mark him for death. Kill his ass. Easy peasy. Get rid of the sniper if I can. Oh, we can, and we run away from the pyros. They'll melt your ass. But let's walk behind them real quick after killing this guy. Let's not do that, actually. Let's just jump up here. Waste my height. Gotta be mindful of the soldiers. Everything can insta-kill you if you don't buy resistances. 500, 600 health, it doesn't matter what you have. You will get annihilated when you're in the face of however many soldiers this is. If there weren't a gas passer pyro, there isn't one in this wave. But in the second wave, that soldier there swaps to pyro. He's like, oh man, Uber medics. Yeah, that's the only way to deal with Uber medics. We even have a demo man. I don't know what people think. Maybe they just like, they see the scoreboard and they see they don't do as much damage and they don't even want to try to earn damage else, you know, any other way. But we are just about to wrap up wave 1 here. I don't know why I spent so much time showing you the end of wave 1. It's just a bunch of little robots. Who cares? Nobody cares. At the beginning of the second wave though, you know, like I said, I wanted this to be educational if I could at all help other players. And I can tell you about a strategy to make this wave easier of Empire Escalation. I believe this is. Yeah, it is. Debating over clip size or damage, they're both very important upgrades. And you'll notice the soda popper doesn't have firing speed upgraded. It doesn't fire any faster. And this is me trying to get the demo man to put stickies up top. He's got the regular sticky launcher, so it's not like it'd be super helpful anyway. But there are giant huntsmen that come out up top at the very beginning of the wave. And only, I mean not only, but it's quite advisable to kill the medics any way you can. Because once they get popped, that's basically the first point done with. This is me trying to pop them if I can. The giant huntsmen are also crits, and obviously I don't have a lot of overheal, so I was very wary about doing that. I still give it a little tiny attempt in here. I give him a couple kisses, but it's just not enough. As soon as that huntsman turns around, I gotta bail, pick up all this money. Maybe now I can deal with him that I've got a little overhealth. And the sentry pops them off, and it's really late anyway, so he's going to be making the point. And there they are, getting to the point. See if I can deal with it. Either this medic didn't get popped, or he just built Uber really quickly, because he's got Uber now. And that's the first point gone, which some people will leave over, because they know that the team's not very good. But it's okay. That's okay. I think it's okay. After the cap gets point and the robots wake up, they have crits, so I gotta be careful for these charge and charge demo knights. They can destroy me. Now the crits are over though, so I'm a little less afraid of them. I'm just gonna deal with them, pick up all the money from them. This point's not so bad to be stopped at in my opinion. It's pretty easy, especially for scout. All the money drops right there and there's no alternative routes for them to come from. You know, there's no up top or anything of that nature. It's still better though to keep them up front because there's more space for you to work with, even though there's different areas for the bots to come from. There's spies inbound. that heavy paying attention to me, so I'm just gonna try and, yeah, there we go. Go up and mark him. That's what I mean, you know, you couldn't just run up and mark him when he's shooting at you like that. Try and make sure more giant huntsmen coming out. They are less threatening at the end of this wave here because there's no medics accompanying them. The last little group of black box soldiers and giant huntsmen. And I get killed by a giant huntsman who somehow got behind me, but luckily get picked back up by the medic. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, doctor. You're the best. Just got 2 more heavies here. And I'll just glaze over these kills. You know, I'll blow that one up and blow the next one up at the same spot. And that's the end of wave 2. With all the money picked up, this wave did end up, or this mission ended up being perfect. I picked up all the money. Which I won't be doing every mission, but, you know, I wanted to have the achievement on this fresh account. There's my damage. Not looking great. I don't know how much damage a good scout could do at this point of the wave. Probably more than me, though. But I don't know if he could be out damaging a critted demo man and a brass beast heavy. That's okay. This is all about learning for me, too. There I am, using the hype just because I remembered I had the soda popper. There's the shotgun heavies I was mentioning about from the first mission. They'll destroy you. And we had a engineer at like 300 tours, 600 tours. I know that's a big difference, but he did his work. It's a good idea as an NG to put your sentry here on wave 3 of Empire Escalation. Nope. Yeah, Empire Escalation. Because engineers spawn behind you and they don't do anything, but if robots get too far, then you have a bunch of sentries all of a sudden that you didn't know about because you don't know that they spawn there. They just spawn there and start building. And the sentry at that spot kill all of them. Here I am getting money from up top. Luckily I had some overheal to deal with them, and I had hype to deal with them. And this is what I'm talking about, you know, the evasiveness of the soda popper coming into play there for a moment. Almost getting myself blown up by a sentry buster there. That would have been funny. Here I go again, picking up all the money, even though it's only scouts. Scouts are less threatening than explosive classes. You know, what you want to really look out is for all the power classes, demo men, heavy, soldiers. Those are the ones that are going to annihilate you. Everything else is just, you know, rather trivial. Blow up all the medics with the gas now, the gas passer pyro in play fully. And we got these giant knockback soldiers. They don't do a lot of damage, but they will knock you around a lot. There he goes paying attention to me, but I'm not really concerned about his aggro because, like I said, he doesn't do a lot of damage. That's all well and good. Milk his ass, mark him for death, blow him up. That's the wave done. And I'm getting all the money. So here we are. We're gonna get more clip size. We're gonna get damage, and now we have the soda popper fully upgraded. Minus ammo capacity, which isn't really necessary because this engine's doing a fantastic job keeping his dispenser up. Little tip: when you're fighting with a NG who has a level 3 range dispenser, don't stand inside of it. Don't stand too close of it. Splash damage from like these demo men here will blow up the dispenser, and then you're without a dispenser if he's unable to repair it for whatever reason. Just, you know, it's not helpful. Just be helpful to your engine. He's taking care of up top there with a sentry gun. He's quite a skilled player. He doesn't play the same type of engine that I'm a fan of playing. I like playing with the Widowmaker. But, you know, regardless, he's quite effective. He's playing with a Wrangler too. I tend to use the short circuit because I like being different. You know, I'm a hipster. I'm not afraid to admit it. Blowing up that giant medic. Quick fix medics too, so it's, you know, not really that pressing to go ahead and shoot him. There's no giant uber medics, thankfully. That would be unfair. Once the quick fix medics do pop though, quite threatening. Just showing off killing there with some samurai demos. I love those guys, they're funny. Dealing with some rabble here. Giant scouts. try to milk him, but I missed the milk with the slow effect on it. It's just a pretty good upgrade, but not really necessary because you can always chase down scouts as a scout, and you deal, you know, plenty of damage to them. A lot of people like the crits for these giant demo men. They are really underwhelming enemies. They look threatening, they look big, but they have really small health pools. Somebody didn't quite pop those medics or kill them properly, so have to wait out the Uber. We got one more giant demo man and then 2 giant scouts. And then the wave is over. Kill 1 scout, kill 2 scouts. That's the wave done. That's all the money picked up. We got ourselves a bonus. We're perfect for 4 waves now. Now I'm considering what to upgrade. I guess I'll get ammo capacity so I don't even need to rotate to the dispenser. Get a little high five from this heavy before the wave starts. John Cena readying up. He saw the high five and he's like, okay, these guys are ready.
4, 3, 2.
Checking out my damage. It's looking okay. Especially for a soda popper. The shortstop though, my goodness, would be a lot better. But like I said, maybe I'll start just using the soda popper because its damage is still quite respectable and I'll be able to navigate some tricky waters. So we are killing all the scouts. If you're playing scout with the slow milk, don't throw your milk for the first few scouts because your team's gonna be able to kill them. Scouts only become a problem when there's other stuff going on and then the scouts run in. And then the milk will help your team kind of deal with them. Giant scouts pretty much always take priority on your whole little kill list. We are killing some black box soldiers. This team's doing really good too. Of course the NG was there to support them, but you know, the NG can only do so much. These guys are doing just a fine job. Probably the cleanest mission I had in this tour, this first tour that we did, that may or may not have resulted in an Australium. We'll have to wait to see. Killing another black box soldier and another black box soldier. They're just fun to shoot. I was you know, that's showing off the power of Scout. A lot of Scooty Booty men dropping down at once with the shortstop. Very threatening aura about them, isn't it? Let's sniff down these spies and take care of them immediately. Got some fist of steel heavies, and they're getting blown up by gas. That's great, dude. Oh, we got some crits heavies, they get blown up by gas. Some more crits heavies, guess what? Gas. Not fun to play with. It's not fun to play with demo men in that instance either. Because Demo Man will just insta-kill them all, and you know, you don't even get to, you know, shield bash them or shoot them or anything. The whole group of heavies always dies quickly, but man is it disappointing when a gas pacifier gets all the credit. Because he just throws down the gas. Look at this. Despicable. But now all we have is bonk scouts left, and they stay bonked at the beginning. You can body block them here at the ramp, you know, stand next to your sentry, stand next to your heavy. They'll never get past you. They don't know how to run past everybody. Not even going to bother shooting them. They're going to insta-die. And now, here we are on the final wave. We have all the money picked up. I don't even know what to do with it. I can't buy resistances. What am I doing? I guess I'll upgrade the attack speed on my Fan of War and get health on kill. Which comes into play, by the way. Very funny.
3, 2, 1.
So, this wave starts out with a giant heal and kill heavy. That's not his name. It's something else. What do you give me Uber for, dude? But, it's helpful if your team does not die to this guy, which nobody does. Because he heals a lot when he kills a teammate. Like, people often, you know, making this wave a lot harder than it needs to be. Here I'm using the hype just to kind of keep a little, try to keep him out from aggroing me. So he's really focused on that heavy. NG putting his sentry in a good spot to block the scouts. This part of the wave is pretty tricky if you don't have a demo man, which I think ours swapped. I'm pretty sure he did. Let's see here. I can't see. Yeah, no, he swapped. So yeah, those direct hit soldiers will get Ubered, and there's a whole bunch of pairs of them. And they usually, you know, this is where usually people will lose the point on the last wave. But our team does pretty good. Here I am going to take care of business over here. Still getting all the money, by the way, because we've done perfect so far. Boom, pick up $1. Let's continue to deal with all these guys. There's only 5 of them left at this point. You know, I'm like, wow, this team's doing a good job. Let's deal with this guy. Let's deal with this guy. Scout 2. Alright, got a guy up. See what I mean? They'll annihilate you. Doesn't matter how much health you have. Luckily, no money gets lost between my respawn and my coming back. Kill that guy with the fan award. I was a little bit late reacting on that. But, yeah, that was awesome. Getting the bonus health on kill. It doesn't overheal you, so I didn't get anything, but who really cares? So the rest of this wave is really trivial. There's 5 smaller giant heal on kill heavies who also deflect projectiles. That guy, for some reason, gets aggroed at me, and I get turned around, and he melts me like I say. Keep saying that they will. Then I get rezzed in front of a buster, and I die. And I make it back in time to witness the killing of the final bot. Let's check out everybody's loot here. 600 Taurus from that NG. Really good. He got a light bulb. This guy got 8 boxes. NG got 10 boxes, which is really cool. I get 7. How neat is that? I get myself a light bulb. Yeah. This guy got 8 boxes. Think he gets a stomach. Hell yeah. He gets a stomach. John Cena didn't get anything. And this cursed looking demo man gets 7 boxes in a dueling mini game. We got 2 challenges completed now. But now, like I said, we're going to really speed up the video. This third mission started off rough. Got 2 people disconnecting. We just hung out for a little while before I decided to get on out of here and re-queue. I was really hoping somebody would join. Those guys were cool. Second time I queue for the third mission. One guy leaves, another guy leaves, another guy leaves. Disconnect, re-queue. This one, that Brugnarok guy, never readied up, never picked a class. Ended up dying at the beginning of the wave. Would have been nice to, not do that. Here I am having to chase down a scout on the first wave. Never a good sign. I'm thinking, wow, this whole mission's gonna be a slog, dude. Don't even kill a scout myself because I'm so bad and I can't hit my shots. I can't aim, They move so funny, okay? That's my defense. They move very funny. And I'm lagging too for some reason, even though the server was in Virginia. But yeah, we make it all the way to the end of the wave and then we get blowed up. And then we kick Brugnarok because he never, that whole wave, this is like 5, 6, 7 minutes. He didn't join, he was AFK that whole time. And then 2 people leave, so I'm gonna leave here too. And I rejoin the next mission, and here's Brugnarok back. Look at his ass. He's a soldier over there. And he just, he joins, and he picked a class this time. He got kicked, he instantly requeued, because I instantly requeued. And then he picks a class this time. I don't know if he had a beef with somebody, or if he was just genuinely AFK, and he came back at the right exact moment. But here we are. This mission gets dealt with. No lost money. No heartache. Pretty good.
Thanks for the ride.
So here we are. I'm just playing with the 2-way telly. This wave, pretty interesting. I love this giant soldiers come out at the end. We are mostly shooting the tank though. You kill the pyros, you shoot the tank, and then the giant soldiers come out. And a lot of people use crits immediately, but there is a battalion soldier among this trio. And yeah, the crits aren't going to work unless you kill the battalion soldier. But we deal with them. And then we're on to wave 3, which is another wave of MvM. Kill that giant scout, and I'm wondering, where's the last scout? Is it bugged? Look through the x-ray. Oh my goodness, that guy is on his way to the pit. Only I can deal with this. Except Bergnarok is there first. I guess he died or something, or rocket jumped. I don't know what. Starting off wave 4, another wave of MvM. Kill giant demoman. Kill the tank. Is there even a tank? I don't know. I don't remember all the waves. Here I am. I'm gonna elect to equip the Sandman and try out the marking balls. That sounded weird. Try out the marking balls, which are bugged, so I'm never going to be trying these again. I'll show you throughout the wave. I can mark the medic. I already had a mark, so you know I know I missed that ball, but I already had a mark. Hit the heavy. It doesn't mark him. Hit him again. Doesn't get marked again. Maybe I did something. I don't know what. Here we are. We're going to mark the medic first. Nope. I'm going to hit the heavy, not mark him. Now we mark the medic. And then we're going to watch out for these crit soldiers. And I'm going to try and mark the heavy again, and it doesn't work. So I'm confused about why that is. We have some more giants coming up in wave 6. So I'm going to be trying to mark them with the balls. Here we go. We start with the Demo Man on accident. We do a little miss. It does mark the Demo Man. Interesting. But we'll just deal with these medics real quick. And this isn't even a better method necessarily than just using the Fan of War. And you don't have to spend any money on the Fan of War. The money's not really the issue though. It's the fact that it's so inconsistent. Here we go. We're gonna mark the medic. We're gonna do some great single target damage using the Fan of War this mission, which is a little bit unhelpful to your teammates because the first shot's gonna be knocking around the bots. Wow. Okay. Doesn't mark the soldier twice there. I know I marked a soldier before. That was weird. Here we go. We're gonna mark. We're gonna milk. We're gonna do some whoa damage. Wow. I love the Fan of War. Great little weapon. Look at this time. This time I end up marking the heavy somehow. It hits him. I don't know what it was. Let's see if I can mark this guy. No. Let's try to hit him in the head. I kind of missed his head there, but I don't know what the heck that was. I'm not going to be using that again in future missions. Wave 7, a bunch of giants, and a bunch of medics to support them. Nothing too crazy. We're going to blow up this tank here. Now, also doing pretty good damage to the tank. I don't know if he could solo one. He probably could. Me getting blown up by a crit soldier that's Ubered, there's no chance. We finished that one. That guy completes his tour, but he gets no Australium. You can tell because he only got 2 boxes. You'll be getting 3 if you get an Australium. And in 2 cities, even 3 is not a guarantee. And everybody's getting their loot. 7 boxes. Awesome. Me, I get 6, and I get a cozy camper for my trouble. Let's do this last mission, which I didn't have to requeue for. And this time we're going to be using the scattergun, which I don't like at all. But, you know, using it just for the sake of the video. Let's do, you know, first wave, nothing going on really. Second wave. Second wave. Third wave. Going to be taking out this scout. Stop him from tapping the point with the awkward pacing of the scattergun. It is not very good for MvM. Take out these snipers, pick up the money. And while I'm dealing with this, a bunch of robots got killed up front and my teammates died. So I was unable to go get that money. I come back and it's just burning right there and I'm like, oh man, that was very frustrating. I don't know if my team ran away or what happened, but yeah. I messed up. So there we go. Wave 5, wave 6. And boom, that's the tour complete. I know I really glossed over that last mission, but yeah. Skipping me for now. We'll see what my loot is at the end. This guy completed his tour, got a minigun. This guy didn't complete his tour. This guy also completing his tour. I feel like they group people together who's on their last mission if they can. This guy got 3 boxes. What did he get? Ooh, what did he get? Ooh. Oh, it's just a professional kill streak kit. And me? No Australium. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you did watch, we will be doing this again. Take it easy, guys.